Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Okay, so today I have ham and scrambled eggs, toast, coffee, tomato juice, and my coffee, and that's it. That's it. I'm not that hungry today. So I want to give a thank you for the tip. I'm not going to say no names. I'll just say initials LM. I want to thank. And yesterday was BS. So I read and answer. I read and pretty much in the comments answer if I can. But it gives me ideas for topics. So if I don't get back if you ask a question, so it helps me out with figuring out a topic for the day, right? So I like the comments. I read them all. Because I just work. I'm a loner. I just spend time with the kids and grandkids. And now I got a YouTube family. So, but I don't have a life. I grew up a loner. Well, after Dad left, I would say I was even before that. I was just a loner. I hung out with the girl next door, the family there. But they left when I was about 11 and moved. So the only time, like I said, I had someone over is like on welfare day, right? And Mom would have to know the parents and blah, blah, blah. That's when my cousins and them on the back of the bus. Must be welfare day. She's bringing over our friend. But, um, but after she left, I was pretty much a loner. Read books. I always found something to entertain myself. So, I'm going to talk about a little bit, sort of trailer park days. Trailer park days, the first half when I was with Jim. Like I said, we went to races, we hung out with his friends and everything. The girl across the street, like, we would go to the market and stop on the weekend, get our groceries, play TV bingo. Anyhow, when he left, we did that even trade. He kept the car, I kept the mobile. And so I lost my second income. Then housing was moving to that new building, and I knew I was going to get called back there. The girl across the street, she stopped hanging out with me. And our race friends was not my friends, was his friends. Our camping people, they only hung out with us because they drank and liked to drink with him. I didn't drink, so, because I had 3 kids to take care of. The 2 oldest, LaFonda and Bro, they were 14, 16 at the time, so they had their friends, boyfriend, girlfriend. Jenny was 10, and She had the little girl down the street that used to come out and play. And the next door neighbor had a dog, and then they moved. Poor Jenny, really, she walked the dog, she done everything, right? So she wanted a dog. And she needed someone. I was in a depression thing, sort of thing. Want to lock myself in my room. Feeling like embarrassed and trying to maintain a car, maintain a trailer. Like I said, I got all that work done to it, but still was an old trailer. Then I had to go on welfare after my EI ran out. So we had it pretty rough in the trailer park when Bro talks about the trailer park days. We had pretty rough. And at the end of it, Jim, he couldn't work because he was doing his surgeries and all that. So we were living off of one income. So anyways, but the kids, they started working like a little bit at Tim Hortons and made some money. So then he wanted this dog. And they cost so much online. So Kijiji was a big thing back then. So this woman had like a puppy farm or something for rescue dogs. She said, I called her up. I said, how much is it per dog? No, I said, do you got any puppies? And she said, not at the moment. If I would have waited, she would have had 7 of them. But anyway, I said, well, because I promised Jenny's birthday's in August. And it was going on September, and I was like, I promised her for her birthday. So I was in a rush to get one, right? So she said, no, but I have a real nice dog for your daughter. She said she's only a 1.5 years old and very nice dog and everything. And I said, well, go look. So there were a bunch of dogs in the just outdoor kennel thing. A bunch of them in there, actually. Jenny walks up, dog goes right over to her. She went in and so we ended up getting the dog. But I didn't know she was pregnant. The dog was like 3 years old. So we ended up with 7 puppies. But it was Christmas time when they were ready to go to a new home. So we were able to get rid of them fast. Thank goodness, 7 puppies. So anyway, so she had her dog. And I'm pretty much locked myself in my room. Only go out to do groceries or drive the kids somewhere or whatever. Then I went online and I had for a couple years one of those, I wasn't catfish because we had a webcam. Like this guy over in the UK on one of the websites, and he was going through the same thing as me, him and his wife, and so we mostly talked. Good job I had that because I had nobody to talk to. I mean, kids are too young, right? You know what I mean? They don't want to hear that. So now maintaining the trailer. This is why I sold it. I knew we had to downsize. Kids were getting older. They were going to move out. But after Jim left, we still was in trailer for 3 years or more. So, now this is between cars, trying to get cars and trying so that we don't have to catch buses and taxis. And anyway, like I said, me and Jim, we changed the siding after we got it paid. We changed those 2 windows, but I got a grant that changed all 7 windows. The front living room turned into a bedroom. We got a nice window in the front. The rubber membrane on top of the trailer, because it was all tin. The back stairs, so we had that deck in the front after tearing down that room. A few other things, but it looked okay. But like I said, it's still a trailer, right? An older trailer. So dollar store's toothbrush ended up costing me $200 and some. Oh yeah, me and Jim, we changed the sink in the bathroom and the counter and the brand new flush, right? It was that yellow. He put the ring down, but he should have put galvanized. Well, anyway. He was a mechanic, but he wasn't a plumber. Electrician. Carpenter, no. He did it wrong, whatever he did. One of the kids dropped the toothbrush down the toilet and it goes sideways. So everything's getting trapped. So I had to call a plumber. Took the flush off. Had to change the rings. Well, as soon as they step in their door, it's $95 before they do anything, right? $95 an hour. And then he had to go put that wax thing on, seal, and then get four galvanized. Of course, galvanized screws you could get 4 at a hardware store, probably 50 cents a piece, but you know the plumber's gonna charge you $5. Anyway, so a couple $100 later, our toilet's fixed. I had nobody help me. I had to. So, then in the kitchen, back in the day, way back when the trailer was built, like I said, it was built in Quebec, right? Cupboards were really nice. They come from Eastland. Nice cupboards. Need a new counter, but that was going to be the next thing. Anyway, the straws went down in the kitchen sink. At that time, you just had an elbow. I call it an elbow pipe, right? Looks like an elbow. Didn't have the trap. Oh, all the straws were trapped in the elbow. So I had to call the plumber. He put one of those things in it that you could open it, and if anything ever gets trapped in that, because they all get trapped, anything will get trapped in there and won't go. So he put so anyway, that cost money that I never had, but I had to get it fixed. I mean, it's a necessity. The hot water heater. Bro in La Fonda. Jenny always kept the middle bedroom, which was Bro's, but after Jim left, Jenny took the middle bedroom, It's smaller and it had enough for her bed, bureau, TV, and a closet. And the dog liked to, that's where she had the puppies, was in the closet. And of course, the only night that she went up to her friends to a pajama party, she decided to have the puppies. Anyway, so Bro had the back bedroom because him and LaPonda would change. The one next to the kitchen or hot water heater exploded. Well, a couple of times. I didn't have to worry about it because I rented that heater, hot water heater, for $6 a month. So one time the element went, the bottom, they come and repair it for nothing. Then the thermostat went, they came and repaired it for nothing. But this time here, a hose cracked or a pipe or something. We're getting water, and there's no shut-off valve anywhere in the back, no shut-off valve. So I had to call the park, and I was like, because inside you're supposed to have one, right? Anyways, I had to go underneath the trailer and find the shut-off valve. Clean that mess up. They came and fixed the pipe and did a shut-off valve. I was charged for that. That was my air. Or they didn't cover it. They only covered the tank. Or I had to pay for the shut-off, but not repairing the pipe or something. But anyway, more money. Then the kitchen sink. It was in summertime. And I just got the car. One of the cars. Spent my money. And no water was coming out of the kitchen faucet. The bathroom, yes, but not the kitchen. So I called up the same plumber as I've been getting. I said, I'm not getting any water out of my kitchen faucet. And it's like, yeah, it was summertime. So I knew nothing was frozen or whatever. He said, oh, we'll have to change all the pipes. That's going to cost you at least $1,000. And I'm like, holy shit. I gotta save up some money. And then I'll go get another estimate, call someone else, right? Anyway, so I went to the dollar store and got these white bucket things. Thing. So I did this for months now. This was last draw. And the van was ready to go. I knew the van was ready to go. Anyway. So I get these white containers and I told the kids, put the dirty dishes in this plastic thing. I had to carry them to the bathroom, put it in a tub, wash them, I had to, and then put the clean ones, and that's what I was doing. I mean, it was a pain in the butt, but anyway. So, I happened to be, it's like summertime, I went down to the mailbox, and I had, not white on, but pink probably, or something light, and the old guy down the street, that new dad, that used to come over all the time, he hung out with Dad, worked with Dad. Anyway, he came over and talk to Jim and that, because whenever his son or him had trouble with the car, he knew Jim would go over and help him for, didn't charge him anything. I mean, he might have gave Jim $20 or something, you know. But anyway. So I went down now to get the mail. Neil guy's there, and I'm tired. I just got done doing a bunch of dishes. He said, "What's the matter? You look down." I said, "Yeah," I said, "I'm having trouble with my plumbing." He said, "Well, what is it doing?" Because I was telling him the plumber was going to charge me like $1,000, you know. And I didn't know how I was going to get the money. Because we needed another vehicle. The van was going, and I was saving up for that too, and whatever, you know what I mean? Anyway, so, and I'm still on welfare, you know, because I'm not working. I was just in those last years there, until I woke myself up, I didn't care for nothing. I didn't care for nothing. Anyway, so he said, "Well, on your faucet, there's like a little screen, like you can undo that." He said, "Check that out. That might be full. It's like a filter thing." So, yeah, okay, at the tip. So I went home. I'm dressed nice. I unscrew that thing, and that filter was packed, because all this water, but it was like a brown, like sand, because it was sitting there. It was like striking oil. I was like, yeah, you know, but got all over me. But I was just so happy. Went and got another one at the hardware store, less than $5. And they were going to charge me, change all my pipes and everything when there weren't anything wrong with them. So that's enough. I'm getting rid of this trailer. Well, before that, I started breaking out of my shell. You know, enough is enough. I was online with this guy. I needed him at the time, but he agreed too. So I decided we just had Timmy's up the road. I was thinking maybe I'll find someone online and just go for a coffee, just to talk to people my age. I really wasn't looking for a relationship, just someone to. So, like I said, Kijiji was a big thing at the time, and they had this dating part of it. So I said, I'm going to take a peek. Had one guy advertising that he was looking for pregnant women. So I Googled dating site. You might have heard Bro mention POF, but anyway, yeah, I put, first I read about it in the comments, and I read before I even done an account. And I seen you could put dating, or you could put friends, or you know what I mean? Look what you're looking for, and put everything in your profile. I'm like, okay, that sounds okay. So when the kids came home, I thought they were going to say something, right? I said, "Now I've been trapped in my room for 3 years, didn't give a care about nothing." So I said to the kids, I said, I'm going to do a profile, POF. They said, "Oh, it's about time." I thought they were going to say. Anyway. So my next episode, we're going to talk to crazy POF days, because there's a lot of nuts. That's the net tomorrow. And when I sold the trailer, we moved into that 3-bedroom, right? And then I downsized to a 2 and blah, blah, blah. But the transmission was going, so we had to, you could only drive it a half hour, which we were on, because the kids were going to go to college across the street and the high school was right there. It was a perfect spot. Bus goes by. I'm getting rid of that van. You know what I mean? That's when I said, I never got a vehicle after that. I didn't want one, didn't want to drive, didn't want nothing to do with it. I'm in town now. I can walk down the hill. I can walk anywhere. Didn't want to drive. Didn't want to drive. So, good job, 3 loads to put our stuff. Because I went and sold the trailer and then I bought futons and that. But the main stuff that we wanted to take was three things, loads. So, pack up the van and we'd go over. We would, one night, because we had to let the car set overnight because it would overheat. So LaPonda and Bro would stay at the trailer. Me and Jenny would go to the apartment. Then we come back, we reverse, and then they would stay. And oh, it was a mess. But we got everything moved into the apartment. And then I waited a couple days, called the junkyard, drove it right up, got my $100, and that was the days of that. So tomorrow I'm going to talk about POF crazies. We'll call them that. I probably was nuts too, but anyway. On Friday, I don't have to do laundry. LaPonda's going to drive me into the see about a P.O. box. Then she's going to take me to Walmart so that I can get my groceries. Saturday morning, I'm not gonna film me cooking it, but I'm gonna do my steak and eggs, like I said. Green pepper, mushroom. I'm having a celebration for getting I think I'm at 4.5 now. Watch hours or something, but it's gonna take a month, so I don't know I'm gonna be monetized, but hey, I met the requirements, right? And then Saturday after breakfast, I'm gonna film, because I don't want to film too much, you know. So I'm going to fill my 5-ingredient cabbage rolls, and then, and that'll be the cooking part, And LaPonda's going to come over at supper. We're just going to chit-chat about just anything. We're not going to have anything written down or nothing. We're just going to chit-chat. My spaghetti sauce, I'll do that another time. Her lasagna, Bro wants to do that with her. Film her cooking it, making it, and him eating it in a mukbang or whatever. So he already claimed that one. The hot spaghetti sauce, that'll be a Saturday. Reason why is I have to film cooking, putting the stuff in, but you got to cook that all day, see, because you start out like this, and you got to stir it all the time. You can't go out, like you got to have it in. It's a pain, like, you know what I mean? Tastes good, but it's a pain. And you got to stir it and keep it on low and keep it cooking for 7 hours or whatever. And then later we'll do our Saturday night chat, and but you'll see how the sauce went down to almost a half, right? You start out like this, and then at the end it's thick. It's like that. It's an expensive sauce because nothing is welfare. Everything has to be that. If it isn't, it don't taste the same. Last one I made, I'm going to have to look. I'm going to look, it has to be Campbell's tomato soup, because they water the other one down and it just didn't taste the same. So I'll have to look around for the Campbell's, because Walmart, I think it was Campbell's, but it was the one that was with water. It was already, you need the thick one, the real thick and red. It's like this color almost, and not orange. So anyhow, so tomorrow we'll talk about the crazy POF. Today is Wednesday. I work today and tomorrow. So, and then Saturday I do that, and Sunday will be my rest day. I'll probably do the laundry on Sunday. And then just rest. And start a 4-day week again. So anyways, I did a thumbnail again. I said cheese, so that was good. I deleted all my other videos because of data, but I knew there were a way that you can take a picture from the video, and I was even thinking about that, but anyways, so until tomorrow, you guys have a good day. Work was busy with Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Crazy, the gas and the car wash. I'm hoping today, Wednesday, is going to be a rest. Like a nice, slow day at work, eh? I doubt it. Anyhow. Okay, so PO updates tomorrow. Got a few of those ones. And you guys all in a cigarette time.